Yo man, you're just in time. Come quick. What's up? The Black Claw gang's come downstairs to negotiate with the boss. We gotta go back him up. Man, everything's happening. Caesar, now this is a surprise. What brings you down from upstairs? I assume you're not here just to wish me a happy honey festival. That's right. Not only am I going to wish you a happy holiday, I'm also to give you a gift. A gift, huh? But I heard that the Black Claw gang has been in tight spot lately. I didn't think you'd have the spare cash to buy me a gift. So what is it? Half of the prison. Heh, now that's an interesting gift. But I can't imagine Jumbo and Bruce would agree. Alex, I get the impression you're not willing to be a mere spectator in this drama anymore. Well, I do like to read scripts, and if I happen to see a good character, of course I wouldn't mind being on stage. So what type of character do you like? I always see myself as the ultimate winner type of character. Sounds like Caesar is planning to form an alliance with Alex. Black Claw with Sharptooth, Bruce, and Bigfoot. I get the feeling this place is about to get messy. Alright. What? Can you help me? What, you want to talk to me about something? Yeah, I have a personal favor to ask. It needs a weapon master like you. You then lower your voice and tell Richard in detail about the requirements for the tool. Heck, let me get this straight. It has to undo hex socket bolts and double up as a pry bar, but can also be longer than a palm, is that right? Yeah, it's an ordinary tool, that's why I've come to you. So do you think you can make it? You think that's hard for me? You're talking to a guy who can build a machine gun with his bare hands. Does that mean you agree to do it? Of course not. What, surprised? You think I have the time to be doing this weird stuff for you right now? You know we're in the middle of a gang war. Max has been on my case all day to make more weapons to win the arm race with the Bigfoot gang. So I'm sorry I have to spend all my time on that. Max is counting on me. I get it, I understand you have a lot on your plate. But maybe you can make out a deal. A deal, huh? Yeah, you make the special tool for me and I gather the weapons you need. That's all. It'll also keep the Bigfoot gang from finding out about the Black Claw gang is building up an arsenal. When you put it like that, I guess it does make sense. Okay, I'll take the deal as long as you can get me weapons totaling of 57 violations. Then I'll make the tool for you. And don't worry, I won't ask for what it's for. I see. Ooh, a lot of crafting needed. I could get weapons from the from the staff block as well. I'll talk with the zebra as well and see if he can also help me out. Alright, so we got Franklin. Let me get this straight, you want a tool that can do hex tech bolt and double up as a pry bar, and more importantly, it can be longer than power hand. It has to be effortless to use, is that right? Hate to admit it, but it seemed like impossible ask. That's why I've come to you, the greatest inventor in here. Hopefully you're up to the task. You know what I do when I face with a problem that seems impossible to solve? I'm guessing you don't just give up, right? Heh, never. I don't believe anything's impossible. You just need to look at the problem from a different perspective and make the impossible possible. Does that mean that my request isn't impossible? Far from it, but I'll spare you my thought process and get straight to the point. To accomplish what you just described, it would have to be a power tool. A power tool? Yeah, that would solve the problem of size and user lack of strength. But could you really make something like that in here? Like I said, I make the impossible possible, but... Oh, I guess there would be a but. As I said, I got a lot on my plate. I'm afraid I don't have time to do it. Unless you can take care of these things for me. Then in exchange, I'll make the tool for you. Sounds like you've been planning this trade all along. I just think it would be more efficient arrangement. And as an inventor, I'm all about efficiency. Okay, so tell me what you want me to do for you. I want you to go collect a few special things. Special things? Yeah, I need a red bandana, a pair of punk glasses, and a pair of basketball shoes. You can wipe that look off your face. I'm not asking what you want the tool for, so you should extend the same courtesy to me. Okay, that's fair. As they say, curiosity killed the cat. Heh. Alright. So getting Franklin what he wants is much more easier than giving Bobby Rosa what he wants, personally. Since I could just steal everything. Where am I gonna get punk glasses? Hold on, red bandana, basketball shoe. Basketball shoes with Alex. Basketball shoes, yeah, Alex or the bear have them. Red bandana. And last but not least is the punk glasses. Alright. Challenge accepted. I have used my money in order to buy punk glasses. Nice. Basketball shoes and red bandana. I'm curious, even if you use your psychic power to make someone's shoes disappear, wouldn't they realize they're suddenly barefoot? Psychic transfer doesn't allow you to transfer object to other places. It also briefly erases the memory of the object from the target's mind. Is that really possible? Isn't that basically magic? What, even now you still have doubts about what I said? No, that's not what I'm doubting. What then? I'm wondering if the things you're wearing were actually on me 5 minutes ago. But I just don't remember. Sorry, can you take them off and show me? I need to see if there's any of my fur on them. Assistant Investigator Thomas, this isn't the focus of our investigation. Will you make the tool for me now? Of course, I've actually been planning in my head for a while. I'll start today. You just have to be patient. If all goes well, I should have it done today. Swing by this evening. Wow, that's fast. Okay. Ooh. Apparently, if you do certain thing funky to this, like you could get, you could break the game somewhat. Oh, like that. I don't know how, but I cannot move. I have to restart the game. You know, I kind of wonder. Since I looked through towards the new game file, we got like 3 playable characters. So it's Tom, Bob, and I think the other playable is gonna be Bam. Oh, Thomas is interacting with John Wick. John, are you a Magnets fan? No. So you're a Giants fan? Have you lived in the capital? No. So you're just watching the game to relax? That's nice. I'm just here to buy a match from the Sharp Tooth gang. I see. I'm pretty sure stuff from the gang store can't be delivered to the cell until after headcount the next day. Is that a rule? For you? Maybe not. The power of technology is amazing. Or at the very least, my own obliviousness is amazing. Only now do I found out that I haven't been recording the game audio this entire time. Whoopee! Gosh, all the emotional music that was during Fenra scene, gone. I failed. It's mostly just me yapping. I will still post everything. I hope that from now on, like, you all get to hear the music of this game and the sound effects as well, because it's kind of nerve-wracking. Anyways, I have been busy getting all the materials for this. I finished the hang glider delta frame and I'm currently trying to make the other 3. Bed sheets needs money, hanging glider needs lots of screw and dowels, which is basically lumber. The belt is kind of hard to get. Quick drying glue is quite easy to get. And I'm hungry. Hey, what I'm going to do at the moment is just I'm gonna go to the staff room and see if there's food first of all. Then I'm gonna visit Fenra. Tomorrow morning I will be getting my tool in order to help Fenra out from Franklin. Perfect. Some disgusting moldy bread and some yogurt. Perfect. Fenra. Bob? Yeah, it's me. Are you here to tell me it's my turn? No, sorry, I need some more time to finish all the preparation. I'm just here to see how you're doing. Thank you, I'm holding on for now, don't be too worried. Good, take care for now, I'll be with you with good news as soon as I can. Okay. Gambare! Fenra! Laboratory? Hmm. The examination bed in the middle room. When I'm ready to give Fenra the tool, I can just hide it there. But I also need a way to come into the sewers in the morning in order to cut the power. The only way I can do that is during the gang fight. Oh, I think I might be able to go that way. Leave from the staff block. Leave from the storeroom mail. I think from the storeroom mailroom works much more better. There's a drain that leads to the sewer in the mailroom storeroom. I can use the excuse of wrapping in the morning to go to the corridor and I'll be alone for 15 minutes. It's not a lot of time, but it's enough to get to the psychiatric rehabilitation unit and back. Interesting. So that just leaves the small matter of the tool. Oh, that seemed simple enough. There should be a way to get into the barber shop back here. If memory serves. Yeah. The barber's shop is right here. There's a thick layer of dust in the rungs, like no one's climbed it for a long time, but someone's clearly been down here taking care of this storage room. Heh, things are really starting to get weird around here. Yeah, the barber's right here. Let me see. A barber chair? And a counter with a mirror. This place looks like a... It's a barber shop in the yard. I never expect to make it all the way here from the sewer, but it doesn't seem to be open at night. If I want a haircut, I guess I have to do it myself. Let's see. I need to prepare for battle. First, I'll blind him. I will restore health to myself. Throw a hit will reduce your opponent's health by 1 and stun him for 1 turn. Interesting. Let's try it. Oh, they dodged it. Never mind. More tiger combo. More tiger combo. Ow. Ooh. Final strike. Let's go. Yeah. Ugh, my head. Seems I went out of my mind again, damn. Tough, are you the one who stopped me? Yeah, I'm glad I could help you come to your senses. Well, since the audience, well, I've already watched this before, but I don't mind showing the people what happened again. You help him into the chair and he tells you how he came to be here and why you had to fight him while he was asleep. So you're the ghost owner of this barbershop? That's right. I didn't expect you would be a bat. What? Does my appearance scare you? No, I have to say it, but it wasn't your appearance that scared me. Ah, so it was me acting like a lunatic just now. Sorry, I'm the one who broke in the night and woke you up. It's only natural that you wouldn't be in the best of mood. Only natural? Heh, no, it's not all natural. If I keep sleepwalking like this, I'm going to end up in serious trouble again. Curious about what I mean by serious trouble? Let me tell you why the ghost is in this prison. The barbershop owner's real name is Gomez, but he's been known as the Ghost since long before he ended up in prison. Gomez the Ghost was originally a special tamer for a traveling circus, but this circus was not common at all. It was known far and wide for its notorious freak show. Bats as large as Gomez are not common in the Animal Federation. Every night, a who's who of the Boulderton High Society would visit the elaborately decorated castle of the outskirts of the city to satisfy their morbid curiosity. Gomez's show was called Ferocious Jaws and was a spectacular finale that rounded off the night preceding. His onstage partner was just like him, a bloodthirsty monster that sent chills down the spine. Before the terrifying duo took to the stage, the audience were treated to the ghost dance to prepare them for the madness that was about to ensue. However, one fateful night things went too far. I think his name was Sean. Maybe I can't remember whatever his name was. He was an asshole, but he didn't deserve what happened. Gomez said that Sean has been sitting in the front row but looked very nervous throughout the show, and that when he saw the ghost go down and interact with Sean, he was so nervous that he couldn't even raise his head. Gomez assumed that he was probably just a good kid who has been dragged to the show by his rich friend. It was likely his reserved nature that made him an object of ridicule to his so-called friend. Hey bro, why so uneasy? Is the show too scary for you? Hey, maybe he pissed his pants. Ha 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 ha. No wonder he wouldn't let that hot babe sit on his lap. He didn't want her to get her ass wet. Quit it, guys. I just had a little too much drink. Ha, Louis. I thought we shouldn't have brought him out tonight. Little Shawnee needs to listen to his mommy and go to bed early. Ha ha ha. But don't forget, all work and no play makes Shawnee one boring ass son of a bitch. As the audience cheered, Gomez's beast-taming performance approached its thrilling climax, the blood sacrifice. The performance required an audience member to come up on stage and make a sacrifice by pouring fake blood on itself to summon the devil from the pool of blood. Gomez wanted to get the bully Luis on stage and give him the fright of his life, but was most surprised when Sean volunteered, his fist clenched and his body trembling. Gomez initially thought that he was scared, but soon realized he was actually trembling with excitement. Gomez handed Sean the bone goblet containing the faint blood and gave him the signal to start the ritual, but Sean did not move a muscle. Of course, Louise and the other could not pass up this opportunity to ridicule him even further. Hey, what's the holdup? Waiting for us to come up and save your ass? I've heard of being scared stiff, but this is ridiculous. Wait till everyone at school hears about Sean the chicken shit. Ha ha ha. Give him a break, Rick. I can't believe he's made it this long without running off. Come on, Shawnee. Hey, Sean, that's not real blood. I went up on stage before. It's just cherry juice. Give it a try. Good thing it's cherry juice. I heard Sean gets queasy at the sight of blood. As a kid, he came with laugh and ridicule him. Sean Fish clenched ever tighter. Then he suddenly slammed the goblet down on stage and shouted, Louise, Rick, I have had enough of you calling me chicken. I am not. You think I'm scared? Just watch. Gomez sensed that there would be trouble, but by the time his boss nodded to signal him to stop the performance, it was already too late. Sean smashed the whiskey bottle he had brought up to the stage and used part of the broken glass to slice open palm of his hand. Blood immediately rushed from the gaping wound. You think I'm scared of blood? Huh? Now you'll see. I'll show you all just who the real badass is, and you're all just a bunch of pussies. Just then, Rick, Louise, and the rest of the audience screamed in fright. Sean thought that his shocking performance had been a success, but however, little did he know that it was not him that made the audience scream, but the ferocious jaw that opened up behind him. His head was bitten clean off. When the coroner came, he had collected a headless corpse. The head has been eaten. Gomez told you it was all just a tragic accident and that his partner, the devil, did not intend to harm anyone. He simply mistook the smell of Sean's blood to the signal to feed, because Gomez used feed him freshly killed fish at night. However, Sean's family could not explain this explanation, and they continued to put pressure on the police to destroy the dangerous beast that killed their son. In order to save the life of the devil, Gomez changed his testimony and confessed that he had drank too much before the show, causing him to give the wrong command to the devil, which resulted in the tragic incident. Following his conviction for negligent homicide, Gomez became the only bad prisoner in Boulderton history, and his partner, the devil, avoided mandatory euthanization. I lost my freedom, the devil lost his master, and worst of all, that Sean kid lost his head. But those two pricks, Louise and Rick, I guess all they lost was their pride. So you're actually an inmate? But why don't you live in the main building? Because my sentence ended 2 years ago. I was only convicted of negligent homicide, not murder. Okay, then why are you still here? Because I found that I can make more money here than in the circus. I assume you don't mean the business you operate out the barbershop? Heh, those are just sidelines I do when I'm bored. No, I make the big bucks by just staying here. Look at me, I'm a bat, so you know I can fly. According to the federal regulation, a prison can only be classified as Category A if it houses terrestrial, aquatic, or aerial animals at the same time. And Category A prisons receive more than double the annual government funding of Category B prisons. I see, so the warden keeps you here to cheat the government out of extra funding? Well, the official reason for my delayed release is bad behavior. So I'm still a serving prisoner according to regulation, but with special treatment. Special treatment from the warden? Exactly, I can have my own cell, run a barbershop, and receive a monthly payment. Well, it does sound like a good deal. And running a barbershop here has another special benefit for me. What benefit? As a bat, even though I don't drink lots of blood, I still need a small amount to meet my nutritional needs. When the barbershop was still open, inmates would come here every night to get tattoos done, and tattoos bleed, don't they? So that's how you quench your thirst. Good idea. But why did you close? Looks around. I don't buy that renovation aren't the real reason. You're right. Look at the smashed mirror on the counter. That's why I closed. Looks like it was done intentionally. Yeah, but do you know who did it? Me, not someone else. It was similar to what happened tonight. I was tattooing some guy when a strange sleepiness suddenly came over me. Before I knew what happened, I had him pinned against the mirror, and my bite marks were on his neck. If I hadn't woken up by the sound of the mirror smashing, he'd probably be dead. Sounds like he had a lucky escape. I may be a vampire bat, but I've never got insane like that before. I had no idea why, but I've been sleepwalking a lot lately, and it's getting harder and harder to suppress my thirst for blood. I was worried that what happened that day just happened again, so I just closed the barbershop. Could it be claustrophobia from sleeping in the closet at night? Ha! I'm a bat. I'd be certified insane if I had that condition. But you just reminded me, I have some medicine to take tonight. Hopefully these new ones will improve my sleepwalking. From the color of the sky, my medicine should be arriving anytime soon. Arriving here? Yes, if you're not in a hurry, you can come with me to get it if you like. I happen to have another batch of goods to deliver. I could use an extra pair of hands. Yeah, sure thing. Is delivery place down below? Yes, the manhole and the pipe are very wide. You don't need to worry about hitting your head. But the end of the pipe below is really high above the ground. I don't think I'm able to get down. So you already take a look around. Sorry, I didn't realize this was your home. It's okay, I'm just a temporary tenant. Now relax your shoulders. Don't worry, I'll get you to the ground safely. Oh, shark! You could do with losing a few pounds. I'm just big bone, but I'll use a rope next time. But what is this place? I can't believe there's a level down below the sewers. This is the jail of the Tear Lake Fortress, a prison hidden underneath the prison, so to speak. Tear Lake Fortress? Sounds like a really old name. You're not from around here? I can't believe you never heard of Tear Lake Fortress. It was a fortress built by the rebels next to the Hot Low River during the Civil War. But with the war not going in their favor, it eventually became the only rebel stronghold that survived east of the Hot Low River. The government force launched an offensive to remove the thorn in their side, but were unable to breach the walls. Just as the government forces were about to regroup from another assault, the fortress fell quiet. A few weeks later, the commander of the government force sent scouts into the fortress. They found that most of the soldiers had long since died of the sudden plague, and the few survivors had lost their minds. The rebels lost the fortress and their hold on the banks of the Hot Low River. That's how the Civil War ended. A sudden plague, the survivors lost their minds? Sounds like something from an old horror novel. It was over 200 years ago. It was inevitable that the story has been changed and embellished over the years. The story may be fictional, but the ruins of this fortress are real. No wonder this room looks some kind of dungeon. Dungeon? No, it wasn't underground. It was actually at the top of the fortress. But we're pretty far underground. That's because of the earthquake. This area was struck by frequent earthquakes after the plague. They continued until about 100 years ago when they gradually subsided. But the old foundation of the fortress had completely sunk into the ground. That freed up space to build a new prison though, as well as quite a lot of bricks. I see, I never knew there were so many secrets buried under this prison. Well, that's enough stories for now. Why don't we pick up the stuff? Our courier will get impatient, and I don't want him to be angry. Make him angry? What are you doing? I was calling my friend. Ahaha, allow me to introduce you to my partner, the devil. Okay, I admit, that's the second time you scared me tonight. I didn't expect your partner would actually be a shark. You would... What did you think he would be? A Tasmanian devil? I actually thought about it, but now I do think about it, you and a shark are a good match. Looks like the devil likes you. Say hello in mermaid language. Nari Valendra Mara. I didn't know you could speak mermaid. Just a little. I picked it up from movies. You hear that, devil? You'll have someone else to talk to around here besides me from now on. He said he likes you. I sure hope what he likes about me isn't the way I smell. Haha, don't worry, he doesn't eat people, except for that one unfortunate accident. He enjoys a buffet in Hot Low River every night while he makes my deliveries. He's very full right now. That's a relief, but you just said he swam here all the way from the Hot Low River? Does that mean this pool is connected to the outside of the prison? Yes, and I know what you're thinking, but I strongly advise you to forget that idea. How do you know what I'm thinking? Why else would a prisoner be wandering around the sewer at night other than planning an escape? Are you worried I'll expose your supply route if I escape? No, I just don't want to see you die under the water. Me and the devil kinda like you. Why? What's under this water? Even though we're less than 200 yards from the Hollow River as the crow flies, the route isn't a straight line. The submerged fortress ruins are an underwater labyrinth. Even if the devil guides the way, you'll be underwater for at least 10 minutes. And I'm pretty sure you panthers cannot hold their breath for that long. Oh, I didn't think it would take that long. But what if I had a way to breathe underwater? Sounds like you've been watching too many mermaid movies. No, all I need is an oxygen cylinder. I remember seeing an emergency oxygen cylinder in the infirmary pharmacy. If I can make a simple scuba system by dispensing the oxygen into a small bottle. But even if you find one, you'll get lost without the devil to guide you. Could you convince him to give me and my friend a ride? Your friend? Are you planning on escaping with someone else? Yes, to rescue her. That's the whole reason I came to this prison. Her? Heh, sounds like you have as many secrets as me. Relax, I won't pry. I've been a prison barber for so long I've heard enough secrets to last me a lifetime. But it's not as simple as speed just telling the devil to be your guide. Because as far as I know, he doesn't like being followed by guys he doesn't know. Followed by a guy he doesn't trust. The girl might be okay. But you, the only way he'll agree to take you if you become his friend. Make friends with him? Okay, I'll give it a try. Well, since you got your own plan, I wish you best of luck. But now, I have to get back to sleep. Hopefully the medicine works and I won't sleepwalk tonight. I hate this damn prison routine. I miss my circus days when I slept during the daytime. Heh, do you miss those days too? Don't worry, by next year we'll have enough money to reopen the circus. Then the ghost of the devil will make their big comeback. Good night, my friend. Good night, Gomez. Oh well, I'm not gonna use the shark escape route this time around. I'm sticking by with my original plan of crafting the thing. Got it. Special tool made by Franklin. This multifunctional tool may be small, but it saves users lots of time and effort. This should be the power tool Franklin made. Just the right size for Fenra to hide on her the device on her arm. I'll just check if it works. I doubt there's be any problem. Strange, nothing happening. Am I doing it wrong? But there's nothing else that looks like a switch. I guess I have to see if Franklin for the instruction manual. Ask about the handle door in the operating room. Hey Fernando, what's up? Let me guess, you want to buy some rock? Don't worry, I'll pay you. What do you want? It's not that hard. I want you to sneak into the infirmary electrical room when you work in the morning. Then find a breaker in the upper room and flick it up. What? If a doctor and a guard catch me, I'm done. I'm willing to pay an extra $200. $200, you say? Yes, is that enough for you to take the risk? But why do you want to do that? You're not gonna sneak into the operating room and steal a scalpel, are you? Sorry, but the $300 is no question asked. Fine, I won't ask any more questions. After all, the money is much more important to me than any secret right now. It's a deal. Give me the money and I'll get it done. I know exactly where the infirmary electrical room is. $200. So, did you get the invention? Great, isn't it? I did get it, but there's a small problem. I don't know how to turn it on. Oh, you just flick the red switch image. Do I need to write a manual for that? But I did that, and nothing happened. How can that be? Let me see. Could it be a faulty circuit? Is this all you brought? Of course it won't work like that. I don't get it. That's all I found under my bed. Oh, then I give you the rest. The rest? What else do I need to make it work? The batteries. It's a power tool. Of course it needs battery. Well, I guess I just forgot to give you them. Sorry, I've been distracted by certain other things lately. Luckily, I still have them on me. These are the batteries. Remember, one connects to the positive and the other to the negative. One of the two batteries connect the tool out made by Franklin. It must be connected to the red wire in the bottom of the tool. One of the batteries that tool made by Franklin must be connected to the black wire at the bottom of the tool. Do I need to tell you which end is positive, which is negative? No, I can tell the difference. I have a bigger problem right now. Oh yeah? Yeah, with the two batteries connected, it's way too big. Too big? No, you can't think like that. Technically, the tool itself is exactly the right size, isn't it? He then debates you with the relationship between batteries and tool and meticulous nature of inventor. Well, I guess I'll just have to accept his unique definition of tool size. But for Fenrir to use it to escape, I have to get the batteries to get her as well. Luckily, there are 3 locations to hide the tools. That's enough for me to hide the tool itself, plus these 2 batteries. It's a lot more trouble than the original plan, but I guess we have no choice. So I have to use all 3 of them somehow. Okay. Hide the first part, tool in the rehabilitation unit. Hide the second part in the exercise location. Open the map to find the location. Hide the third in the cart holding. Alright. Where's the map? Ah, there we go. Ah, the laundry room right here. The infirmary. And the... Okay, I'm getting it. Don't mind me, Billy, as I buy 3 bed sheets. It's not suspicious at all. I'm not making anything suspicious by continuously buying 3 bed sheets from you. No, sir. Hey, that's another one down. Where can I get more cloth? No one has it. What the heck? Alright, I guess I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Hey, Billy! Can I get one more of that bed sheet? You know, for no particular reason. Thank you, buddy. A thunderstorm, missing a doctor, monster appearing, a same old cheesy plot that horror movie have nowadays. The monster in the poster isn't real. Henry, I must correct you. First of all, it's sci-fi thriller. Secondly, I think the monster is kind of scary, don't you, Eddie? Those tentacles do seem a little creepy. Hey, let me tell you, anything you can see and touch isn't truly scary. The most terrifying thing is, all is ghosts. Ghosts? Yeah, when I was a kid, my grandma told me a scary story called Crazy Thursday. Let me stop you there, Henry. Your story bound to be boring. Why don't we let Thomas tell us more an interesting story? Yeah, he's a journalist. He must have heard a lot of urban legends. You want me to tell you a story? Yeah, try to scare Henry to death. It'll be better than his usual story boring me to death. Okay, I accept your challenge. But I haven't heard any horror stories, so I'll just tell you about something that happened to me. Oh, all the best stories start like that. It happened 2 years ago. My boss sent me to cover a mysterious town that appeared out of nowhere. I went with my assistant, but I was the only one who came back. Whoa, I just know this story gonna keep me awake all night. Alright. I have done a little bit more work. Golly. I talked to Fernando in order... I gave him 200 bucks in order to flip the switch. Used up all my money in order for gifts and more things. And I'm gonna let... And tonight, I'm gonna try to go through the maps here. Rehabilitation room, the infirmary, and psychiatric rehabilitations. Let's go. Here it is. An area enclosed by barbed wire. Behind here must be the open space Fenra said they make her go exercise. There are anti-climbing spikes along the top. Looks like we're to find a way to get inside. The hinges here are fence are a little rusty. Could it be because too much moisture from the grass? Yep, definitely not as solid as this look. Maybe I can try to break the rusty hinges and get past. Alright. Ooh, that's a lot of energy. Yes! Okay, let's see how loose this bad boy becomes. Great, the hole is big enough for me to get through. Okay. Ooh. Now to find the bench Fenra mentioned. This must be the back door to the psychiatric rehabilitation unit. No, it won't open. I guess they didn't forget to lock it. And the warning light on electric lock, I should probably leave it alone. The last thing I want is to do is set off an alarm. Which bench is it? There is a trash here. I remember Fenrir says that she usually sits near the back door, so I need to hide the tool on this bench, identical twin to the left. Well, thanks for letting me know, because I forgot. Just paper. No lumber. I better get it done quickly. I'll hide this one. Fenrir can easily reach the tool sitting here. That's one down. Okay. Next, let's go to the rehabilitation center. Good, no one's in the lab right now. I'll take this chance to hide the tool. The examination room is in the middle. That's where the examination bed is in the middle of the room. That's where Fenrir said I should hide the tool. I need to hide it where it won't be noticed, but where she can get to easily. The underside of the bed is meshed filled with foam. Maybe I can tear a hole in the mesh and put a tool inside. As long as you're not lying under the bed looking up, you would never notice the difference. Even if Fenrir is lying in the bed, she wills to reach up and grab the tool. Okay, I should done without preparation work now. Now I should wait for Fenrir to do her part in the morning. I need to tell all the preparation before they escape before I tell Fenrir. Okay. Last but not least is the infirmary. I need to go to the infirmary. Nope, it still won't open. But Fernando said he didn't have a chance to get into electrical room until tomorrow morning. I'll have to wait until tomorrow night and try again. From here you can see the cell tower at night, the searchlight sweeping by the time. There don't seem to be any guard patrolling the section road between the cell tower. Are they avoiding it? Because they're worried about the electromagnetic radiation from the tower? But since there are no guards, maybe me and Fenrir can escape this way. The guardrail is just fixed to the window frame with regular bolts. That's good news. With the right tool, it shouldn't be difficult to remove it. Once I've removed the guardrail from the window, I'll be able to get outside from here. Yep, this is another one of the escape routes. On the second floor, we should get to the drain pipe of this to get to the ground. That looks like a large transformer in the center of the clearing below. I guess that's why there's no guards patrolling nearby. And further ahead is the base of the cell tower. There's a lot of preparation that needs to be done for this part of the escape to work. Wait, I have a bold plan. I just saw a cable going from the top of the cell tower and over the perimeter wall to the outside of the prison. If me and Fenrir can get to the top, we can use that cable as a zip line to escape. But to be on the safe side, I better check under the cell tower myself first. There we go. So far so good. Now to figure out how to get past the wall around the cell tower. The roof up ahead is a few yards away. If I could jump over it on here, I could use the ladder on the roof to climb into the perimeter wall. I need 8 agility. Do I have 8 agility? Something that would boost me to 8 agility. There we go. Alright. Gluck, gluck, gluck. Let's go. The window has been left open. Now me and Fenra won't have to jump around the rooftop. Okay. Finally made it here. There shouldn't be any more obstacle from here on up. Phew, climbing up here was harder than I thought it would be, but compared to the next part, it was a walk in the park. From here on out, there's no more ladder. There's no way Fenra will be able to climb this maths unaided. I guess I'll have to carry her up like I planned. I just hope I have enough energy to do it. Alright, I need some like coffee and muscle stimulants for this. If I go up any further, I'll be in the area swept by the searchlight, and if it shines, I'll be a target for snipers. So many escape routes. The good news is that the cable looked like it should be thick enough to take mine and Fenra's weight. So if I can get Fenra here, we can climb to the top of the tower without being caught by the searchlight. We'll be able to escape over the perimeter wall. I have done quite a bit of work. I have completed preparation for the sewage treatment room. That's gonna revolve me a lot of health. While the cell tower requires a lot of energy. I have 180, so I reckon that should be good enough. But nothing like, you know, some food cannot fix. Probably. The water prisoner, you can... Making this might be the hardest because I still need like 5 more lumber. And no one is selling lumber. The 2 pools level below the barbershop is connected to the hot low. Repair an oxygen. I don't think I'll be able to do this in time. Otherwise, I have to hide one more thing in the clothes here. Fernando is gonna turn on the thing first thing in the morning, and I have to come back to the infirmary late at night in order to put this the special tool in Fenra Changeup's clothes tomorrow night. As you can probably guess, the show was terrible. And so were the ratings. I quit before the 2nd season. The writer hastily killed off my character, but that just pissed off the already small audience. So the 2nd season was after only a few episodes. The actor who played the detective has blamed me ever since. Sorry to make you dig this all up again. It's fine, I actually hate the guy after all. He stole the lead role. Okay, story time, so I'll give you his number. It's 71453. Sunset Prop asked for Ricardo. He couldn't get any more work and had to change career, so if you can give him a shot, he'll be more willing to talk. Thanks, you're a lifesaver. Thomas is doing the thing. He is trying to complete his objective. Excellent, Ricardo. That was a great line about cracking the electronic palm lock. Oh, you want to show me another character's monologue? That won't be necessary for now. Your performance just now is more than enough to impress me. As for the role, I need to discuss it with the director first, but you should expect a phone call in due course. Oh, you're welcome. No, thank you, Ricardo. That's how he's trying to get the palm read. Behold the power of the fish. Ooh. Alright, so the plan today. Make some logs out of these lumbers. Hide the last thing. The last battery onto the laundry. And Bob's your uncle. Tomorrow we shall escape. Unfortunately, tomorrow is going to be the gang fight day as well. Here, this one. The door's indicator's light is on. Looks like Fernando got it done. Great, it opened now to find the medical cleaning room. The door are covered in cobwebs. Sounds like some kind of electrical appliance. I heard a motor and water. That's it. That it has to be the washing machine. It looks like the medical cleaning room is on the other side of this wall. Just time. Hey, looks like Fernando was right. I found it right here. Rusty scalpel. Through the glass. Outside must be the desk I passed by when I come to the infirmary on weekdays. I remember there are cameras all around. Just to be safe, I better not go through this door. Looks like I heard right. This is the cleaning room. Looks around. That's it. That's the card. The number is I004. Yeah, this is definitely it. But it's empty right now. I'm guessing the clothes in the washing machine are Fenrar's. From the number on the display, it will take almost all night to wash and dry the laundry. That means the guard should come to collect the clothes and the car tomorrow morning. I'll just tie the tool to the horizontal bar at the bottom, like when I hit the recording watch. Okay, all done. Now I just hope Fenrir can lure the guard away from the bathroom and retrieve the tool. Okay, that's all three parts of the tool hidden. I guess it's time to tell Fenrir to get ready. The washing machine is on. Phew, finish it. There we go. That's all the 4 components for a complete hang glider. But none of those things are exactly small. Bringing them with me to meet Fenrir won't be easy. Just to be safe, I better stash them all under the water tower beforehand. Alright. Let's head to the water tower then. To the water tower. The steel drum. It's great, it's empty, the perfect hiding place. Done. Now the complete set of a hang glide component is hidden inside. I think that completes all preparation for our escape from the roof. Tomorrow is the gang war. And I wonder if telling Fenrir will basically initiate the escaping plan process. Well, whatever happens, you'll have to find out on the next episode. Take care, y'all. Bye bye.